Takano was enjoying watching us struggle. She then stepped towards Satoko, but Shion started screaming curses at her. My. You want to be shot before her? You could have stayed alive for a few more seconds if you were nice and quiet. So stop it, Shion-san. Don't agitate her like that. I know why she's doing that. Shion wants to protect Satoko for as long as she can. She's trying to do what Satoshi told her to do. Takano didn't care one whit for Shion's feelings. Stepping over Kiichi's body, she approached Shion. I get it now. You killed Satoshi-kun, didn't you? Isn't that the truth? Sorry, I don't like giving out secrets. So I'm not telling. Hehehehe. Shion's body twitched. In the anime, Shion begged that she at least spare Satoko's life. Takano said, I'll think about it, right before blowing her brains out. Though in the manga, Satoko's a little bit more of a badass, using some of her firecrackers and stuff to actually stop Takano in this circumstance before anyone gets shot. I think she winds up seeing Takano, and she runs up to her and throws some firecrackers right in Takano's face. It's basically a solar flare that had followed the dull sound of another gunshot. Just two dull sounds had stolen away the lively Sonozaki sisters. It didn't add up. I started shaking from fear when it hit me just how easily Takano can take away lives. Is that amusing for you to take away innocent lives? Is it that amusing? You monster. Oh, so you want to die next. You are going to be the last one if you stayed quiet. Keiichi, Mion, and Shion died. The oldest one of us left was Rena. Rena didn't want to see Satoko and me die before she did. So you were the culprit behind the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa? Hinamizawa? Hinamizawa, I prefer Hinamizawa. Do you think you're Oyashiro-sama's proxy or something? Hehehe. I'm not a proxy. I'm handing out divine punishment. That's too bad that you're not going to see it. Soon enough, Oyashiro-sama's wrath is going to destroy the whole village, but I'm the one who's going to make that happen. It's my curse, yes. I'm going to become Oyashiro-sama. I'm going to become something more than human, hehe. You'll never understand how I feel. You'll never understand how wonderful it is to become a god. Ha ha ha. I don't think that's possible. No matter how much you try to become Oyashiro-sama, it won't work. It's just a game for you. You will never become Oyashiro-sama. I will. The process has already begun. Ha ha ha. Rena laughed at her. Takano seemed very upset to hear that. What's so funny? It's impossible. Because Oyashiro-sama is already here. Those were Rena's last words. Well, it's your turn now, Satoko-chan. I don't really care if you live or die, but you're a living research sample. Tokyo has a bounty on capturing you alive. But it's not very much. My share would run out with just a trip to Europe. If I capture you alive, nothing good will happen to you anyway. They'll probably open up your skull and probe through your brain while you're still alive. Besides, I was your friend. I think it might be kinder to shoot you dead right here. Which would you prefer? I can't decide that. Satoko shouted back at her. Her eyes were full of tears. Let's do a quiz then. Which one is green? Broccoli or cauliflower? No. It's broccoli. Pow. As soon as I heard the same dull sound, Satoko stopped moving. Takano smiled and said, "Good girl," to what used to be Satoko. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. This really is such a lovely and beautiful night. Don't you agree? So, you're going to kill me too? Yes, I will kill you. The corpse of the Queen Carrier is the key to this mission. You're going to become an ugly political tool far away in Tokyo, and then the legend of Onagafushi will really come to an end. I know how you're planning to kill me. Oh, you do? Let's hear it. I'm not going to say it, but I know. It's Watanagashi. She wants to do the real Watanagashi, using my body. I'm sure she's planning to cut open my stomach and pull out my guts. To do that, she'll make me inhale some chemical to put me to sleep. I vaguely remember that part. I guess you already know, hee. Good night, Rika-chan. One of the dogs approached me with a handkerchief, soaked in a chemical substance. Wait a minute, Takano. Everyone's dead, but you're begging for your life? Heh. That's not it. If you're going to kill me, do it without putting me to sleep. Takano hadn't expected to hear that. Still, even though she was surprised, she nodded with a slight smile. Hanyu was also surprised to hear that. It would obviously be a terrible way to die. Yes, obviously it will be. But it's also why we don't fucking remember things in each new loop. It's kind of like when you go under anesthetic. It does mess up your memories. So, being artificially put to sleep with some sort of chemical messes with your brain's ability to record memories, which apparently also functions between time loops. What are you thinking? Wouldn't you prefer an easy and painless death? I mean, honestly, that would be preferable, but if I do that, then the next time loop, I won't remember what a bitch you are. You know it's going to be horrible, right? I'm going to cut open your stomach while you're still alive. I don't want to forget about it. Plus, in time loops, more powerful memories, feelings, and emotions are more easy to transfer between loops. Not as important for somebody who is the actual main looper, but yes, I'm doing this so I'll remember. I'm not going to forget about it. The picture of you cutting open my stomach will be forever burned into my soul. I'm never going to forget that. Next time I see you, I'll remember you did this to me. What are you cooking up in your little head? I guess you're smarter than the other kids. At least you'd get to have a chance to scream for your life. I'm not going to let you do that, though. They forced something other than the handkerchief inside of my mouth. It was a gag. With that in, I couldn't close my mouth, leading my saliva to start overflowing. Soon another van arrived. More mountain dogs came out of it. They had probably come to get rid of the bodies. They grabbed the corpses of my friends and stuffed them into body bags. After that, they sprayed a bunch of water on the ground to clean up the blood. They asked Takano how many shots she fired, and started looking around for the bullets. They were erasing all the evidence. By the time the night was over, there'd be no more proof left. They pulled my hands behind my back and bound them with handcuffs. My ankles were tied up too. They also tied my ankles and wrists together. My body was bent like a shrimp, and I was no longer able to walk. My mouth was covered so I couldn't even talk. I couldn't move, talk, or express myself in any other way. They had taken away everything that made me human. Therefore, I wasn't human anymore. I was just a toy. named Rika Furude, a toy to give Kano joy. The car started moving. It seemed like we were going back the way we came, but I didn't care anymore. As the time of my death approached, some of my forgotten memories came back to me. That's right, I was killed like this so many times. Every time I repeated my life, Takano got pleasure out of killing me. Somebody rubbed my head. Were they trying to comfort me? I shook my head to try to refuse. They laughed at me as I did so. Rika? Rika? Hanyu showed up. She couldn't hold back her devastated tears. Again? It didn't work. It didn't work again. Again. When I saw Hanyu's painful tears, I was convinced I was wrong. Hanyu is not just a bystander. She's just too scared to face reality, because she can't stand the pain anymore. Hanyu wants a happy future too, but her hopes were betrayed countless times, and she was hurt far too much. For some reason, seeing her sorrowful expression calmed me down. Perhaps Hanyu was crying in my place. It's okay, Hanyu. We did what we could. We worked very hard. We were getting so close to changing our fate for real. It still didn't work out, but for some reason, I feel satisfied. I've never fought this hard in my life. I've never learned so many things. Because I can repeat my life endlessly, I've been taking each one for granted. But everyone else is taking their lives seriously. I wasn't learning anything because I wasn't doing that. But I finally understand. I learned something from this life, and I put all my effort into it. So, I'm sad that I didn't make it. But I feel satisfied. Just the same.